We are live. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right, so we are going to solve and justify each step is equal to a proof. So here's our first equation. It's negative 12 equals 4m minus 8. We also have to justify this. What do I justify this? I say this is my given information. So every line, you're going to have a part of the equation and a reason. Okay, so now take yourself back to Algebra 1. What would be your first step in solving this? Adding 8 to both sides. What property is that we used yesterday? What did we call that? The addition property of equality. I don't want you to write out the words addition property of equality. That's a lot. We can be a little bit lazy here. Addition property. Done. Then we are going to simplify. Simp. So what do we get when we add both 8 to both sides of this? Stands for simplify. Can we write it out? Okay. So this is negative 4 equals 4m. That's a result of simplifying that addition property. What are we going to do next? Nope. What are we going to do next? And what property is that? Division property of equality. We just say division prop. Simp. Yes. Does simp mean something I don't know? Oh, so I gotta say simplify?
No, it's not. It just means like when you're like over.
All these words. All it is. For me, that's all it is. That I'm not a part of your young language.
Hey, I don't get it either.
Okay.
It's just simplifying your bank account. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna write simplify just because I don't want to get caught saying something that's stupid. It's not bad. Well, it obviously is something.
It's funny. That's
literally is short for simplify. That's it. We're just simplifying the numbers in our bank account.
Okay. All right. Last step.
I mean, if Nick Zor's his hand, he's not lying.
Okay. Last step. What allows me to go from this step to saying m equals negative 1?
If you figure out what it means, then yell at Nick.
Okay. That is symmetry. Symmetrical? Symmetry or symmetrical? Symmetric property of equality. Symmetric. Symmetric. That's a proof. You can just put symmetric. They all are properties of equality. Whew. Don't write simp. Got it. Not even going to say it next. Not even going to say it next hour.
You just said it.
I know. Well, I'm letting you know that was the last time. Okay. Number 2. What is the temperature in Celsius when it is 86 degrees Fahrenheit? And if you look, it says F equals 9/5 C plus 32, which is the conversion for given Celsius, find Fahrenheit. So this is our given equation. What are we going to do next? No, we are not. Not yet. Nick? Substitute. What do I have to substitute? 86 in for the F. So we're going to use substitution. To put 86 in for F, there's nothing to simplify. Yep. So that was a substitution. We substituted 86 in for F. Now we start solving. What's our first step in solving? Subtract 32 with the subtraction property of equality. So every line has a justification. What else could I use?
Simp. We can simp now.
Go ahead.
Literally
Knock yourselves out.
Literally look it up and you're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you're just gonna think we're dumb.
Okay. So nothing changes.
It'll help us remember better if you use
Wait, I
use
just-
it.
He's so responsible.
Look at that. That just went boom over like
That, like, blew
24
over.
heads.
Yeah, we get it. We're dumb.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't say that. All right. What's our next step?
We're special.
What do you want to do next to solve for C?
Multiply.
By,
No, wait.
you want to multiply by 9/5 on both sides?
No,
Yes.
There's no. Let's multiply
You could multiply by 5/9. That will cancel everything
Yeah, we
out there. So we will multiply, that's a little star for multiply by 5/9. Multiply by 5/9 by the multiplication property. Okay, 54 times 5/9. Can you do that in your head?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you off to the side how you actually can, because if you make that 54
That's
off
6.
as 54 over 1, and we're multiplying that by 5/9. If I line it up over here, you can see the 54 and 9 can reduce first. How many times is 9 going to 54? 6. So what do we get here? 30. If you needed a calculator, you can get a calculator for it, but it did simplify out nice to 30. I'm going to bring my work back up here. So the left side simplifies to 30.
So we simp. All right.
Yep, this is supposed to be the result of simplifying. This is going to be left with just C, and that was a result of simplifying the line above. Yep, you got to use your circle on that side to fill those in. Got it? Okay, and then we usually finish with the letter equal, so what lets me switch this to C equals 30? Symmetric, very good. Okay, number 3 says solve for x. Says m is between n and o. nm equals 2x. mo equals 3x minus 9, and no equals 4x minus 4. All right. So before we even start, we're going to draw a picture of this. M is between n and o. So what do I need? Segment. What are the endpoints of my segment going to be? N and O. M is between. Does between mean right in the middle? Not necessarily. Okay, how many different segments are there? 3 of them. Can we write an equation relating their lengths? So this is what was given. We'll even put a given on the picture. Maybe we'll go given and substitution right now. That'll be easier. What do I mean for you to do if I say substitution? Put in the lengths. So from n to m, we're calling that length 2x. For m to o, we're calling that length 3x minus 9. And then from n to o is going to be 4x minus 4. Now can we write an equation for those 3 pieces? What do you got? Is that Ben saying yeah? What do you want to write?
2x plus 3x equals 4x minus 4.
2x plus just 3x?
3x minus 9, I can see that.
Okay. So he's saying 2x added to 3x minus 9. What does that have to equal, Ben?
4x minus 4.
It's got to equal the whole segment, which we labeled 4x minus 4. Do you agree with what he said? What lets us do that? Do you remember what that was called? And I saved this. I even opened it up. This is all the way back to chapter 1. That's something about geometry. We never forget anything. Take a look at what the segment addition postulate said. If A is between C and T, then CA plus AT equals CT. We just did use the segment addition postulate. Yes, Ethan?
The next one we do combine like terms, make it 5x.
We're going to, after we write down segment addition postulate. So we don't get to do any line of work without justifying. That's what a proof is. Now, Ethan, what do you want to do?
Combine like terms.
Combine like terms. What's another word to say combine like terms? Simp. All we did was simplify the terms on the left. Could you have said combine like terms? Yes. Okay, so we simplified the line above to get that one. Now what? Add 9 to both sides using addition property of equality. Draw a line because we are going to simplify. So that will give us 5x equals 4x plus 5. Now what? That can go in there. What do we got? Subtract the 4x from both sides with the subtraction property. Why didn't I write a little smaller? That's going to leave us with x equals 5 by doing what? Simplify. Okay. So, not hard to do. Just every single line needs a justification. So if all you do is the algebra tomorrow and do none of this, what am I going to give you on your homework? 0. You didn't listen to anything I said today. Okay, last one. Together. All right, so let's go A, B, C, and D. We're going to tell you that the measure of angle ABC is 8x degrees. The measure of angle DBC is 6x plus 6. Nope, 6x minus 16. And the measure of angle ABD ABD is 3x plus 5 degrees. So let's do substitution into the picture first. So we'll go given and substitution on our picture. Substitution. Okay, so we're going to substitute in the parts that were given. So ABC is the entire angle here, all the way across is the 8x. DBC, that's the bottom part here, is 6x minus 16. And then the ABD is the 3x plus 5. So now that you see these three pieces, the two small ones and the big one, can you write an equation? 3x plus 5. Who can write the equation that relates these three pieces together? Nick?
3x plus 5 plus 6x minus 16 equals ax degrees.
Perfect. So he's taken this little piece here. 3, I'm going to write a little smaller so it all fits. 3x plus 5 added to 6x minus 16 equals 8x. What's the reason do you think we can do that? No, it's very similar to this segment addition postulate. Only thing we're dealing with angle addition postulate. So, again, this is all from chapter 1. So it was the next day. After we did the segment addition postulate, I believe it was the next day, we did the angle addition postulate, which says if you have two chunks making a bigger angle, you add the two smaller chunks together, it equals the bigger angle. So this is the reason is the angle addition postulate. So I just use the angle symbol with an add sign and post. Now what's next? Simplify. So if we simplify on the left, what finds each other and what do we get? So these just combine. You don't do opposites. You've got a 3x and a 6x. Think of this as a basket, like an apple basket. Let everything find each other. So that's going to make 9x. And then we got a 5 and a negative 16 for negative 11 equals 8x. Oh, I didn't really line that up very well. That was supposed to be lined up with the simplify. Oh, I didn't want to line there. I have no erase. Oh, it's supposed to erase, does it? Well, it kind of does. Look at that. So that's lined up with that. That was my bad doing that. Okay, what do we want to do next? Add 11. With the addition property of equality. Now I'll draw my line. On the left, I will have 9x. On the right, I will have 8x plus 11. By simplifying what was above. Next step. Subtract the 8x with the subtraction property of equality. And you're doing the other quiz? Okay, so you will need your circle sheet and a note card if you made it. And I'll check that in a minute to make sure you're doing that circle sheet right so you don't do the same wrong stuff on the quiz. Let's see. And a calculator you need. Okay. There you go. Okay. X equals 11 by simplify. Okay, algebraic proofs. What do you think? Not terrible? Not terrible. Okay, homework time.
It'd be hard to remember the.
Just remember, you have to write something down by every line. Where are we at here? Tuesday in geometry, finish 2-5. Okay, page. Where can I write this? Not much room here. I'll go to the top. Page 108. 16 through 24 even.
Come on, make it go short.
I think that's it.
25 to 28. You got lots of time. 30 to 34. And 40. That looks like a good number to end on.
It's not that though. I'm probably not gonna remember. I don't know what each line is.
Well, that's what you're going to work on today. I'm going to be checking on you here in a minute. Okay, go.
I go in your line.
Oh, you're going to the one, stay here. You need to stay here. Or make sure your buddy there knows what's going on.
Please let me go. Okay, please let me know.
Can I take my question?
Yes.
I don't know what every line is.
Alright. Aliana. You're all staying here or go across the hall?
Can I go across the
Yes, you can. Take your notes with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. There's the just wow. Let's go. She's the first one to say it. Just put this. Distribute it.
Hello. Just staring at us. Alright, how's it going? Anybody need me to look? Make sure you got everything down right? Give it. Very nice start.
Thank
Yeah, that, I'm good with that. You think you're gonna get that all on tonight? Oh, go horizontally. Yeah, it didn't bother my brain. Thanks for that.
You'll still have the chicken scratch.
Appreciate it. Yep. Is everybody good with the assignment? I'm just gonna hand this off to you. Oh, I forgot to turn my recording on. It's been running and running.
Oh yeah, that
People
also
in the
needs
recording
a
are gonna
conversation about the same.
Yes, that conversation will be on YouTube live.
She also subtly called us dumb on YouTube.
I did.
It went right over